Hi, folks. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. I'm going to do a reading for the United States for the month of May. This actually is for the new moon in Taurus in the month of May. In the month of April to May, but it does include a whole lot of May. So let's see what's in store for the United States for this new moon in Taurus. I did a general reading for all of us, but this will be specific to what's going to be happening in the U.S. All right. This is a little bit different setup. I don't know how it's going to work, but I just wanted to show you that I do shuffle. Okay, so the immediate environment is the Eight of Swords. So this is us in quarantine, afraid to move, unable to see where our future is. This is a card that is often associated with fear in the Tree of Life. This is located in Hod. Hod is the place of the mind. So this can be a prison that we're in, but it indicates a prison, certainly a physical prison, because many of us are quarantined to home. We're staying at home because we don't know where the virus is. We don't know who has it and who doesn't have it because the information is not being given to us. But so in that respect, this is true. But this is also the prison of fear. Okay, the prison of fear. Let's see what's crossing that card. Okay, the Four of Cups. This is emotional disillusionment. And this is a sense of not being able to see beyond your own issues and your own problems, to look up at the things being offered to us from Spirit. And so this is a time of great spiritual gifts, and our challenge is to be able to appreciate that and look up at that and see that as valid. At the root of this we have, at the root of this we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about fair distribution of resources. And so at the root of this, the root of our problems is that there has not been a fair distribution of resources in this country, despite the fact that it's a democracy, or pretends to be a democracy. It's not equal for everyone. And so we find that those who are better dressed here, okay, we'll call those the Congress and the Senate and the House, are giving out alms, and there are people begging. And the government is supposed to be there to support the people through crises like this. We shouldn't have to beg, but that's what it is. Beg for crumbs, as it were. In the past, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands here in the past says to me that we were looking outside of ourselves for our enemies. All our enemies were far away. In the case of the Democrats, our enemies were the Russians. In the case of the Republicans, and I use those terms loosely. I'm thinking more like yeah, well, I guess, no, I'm not. Democrats and Republicans. And in the case of the Republicans, the immigrants, these are our problems. This is our problem, looking out from our shores and not looking at ourselves. Let's see what's in the sky. We have the Five of Wands. This is a tug of war. This, I think, is the tug of war between the federal government and the states. This is also a 5 vibration, so while there is tension, it is a 5, and ultimately the tension will break. Of course, it will probably break in some sort of melee, but the tension is high and will break, and there's a lot of argumentation that's there. but this is also an opportunity for us to change. So that's a good news. That's good news. Change is ahead of us, or is above us, actually. Let's see what's in the immediate future. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the economy, the slow sort of coming back to, or certainly if not coming back to the economy, planning for the comeback. There's a planning. The people who are involved in the finances are working diligently to, I think, work within them. Now, whether or not that's going to be for the benefit of all, like it needed to be in the beginning, that's yet to be seen. Right now, they're just trying to keep things afloat financially. How this is seen from the outside, we have the Queen of Wands. That's an interesting card that people would see this. This card is associated with the rise of the feminine. And I don't know, perhaps people see that happening in America at this point. The Queen is a nurturing, loving, big-hearted queen, but she can also be quite jealous and vengeful if you mess with her. And self-absorbed. So it's possible that we're being seen as relatively self-absorbed, and where that's gotten us as a country. Okay, let's see the domestic situation. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So people are gathering what little they have. People are feeding people. Where the government is falling short, there are organizations and such that are helping to feed the hungry. This is really the heart and soul of America, really, kind of helping our neighbors when we have a common enemy. When we don't have a common enemy, we tend to make each other our enemies. But I feel like the Seven of Pentacles in the domestic situation speaks to working together and taking our time and thinking about things. Seven is an analytical number, and of course, Pentacles are our resources. So rethinking our resources, hopes and fears. The Hanged Man, feeling like you're stuck. But also, this is a card of seeing our cosmic connections. So as far as a fear, it can be that we're going to be stuck here forever, this sense of powerlessness. But as a hope, the hope that we can become more spiritually attuned through this process. Outcome, Judgment card, waking up. America is waking up, folks. America is waking up. They're waking up to a lot of truths, a lot of many were in their own little boxes, and now they're rising up to see our connectedness, to see the spirit of America come back to life, as opposed to what America has become as Americans have fallen asleep. Okay, let's see what's underneath it all. We have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to resources. It's about power. It could be a waking up around those who are holding on tightly to the resources. This could be a waking up to the reality of how the rich have hijacked this country. And they do this every now and again, and then there's pushback. And then they do it again, and there's pushback. It's a natural. In a way, it's a little bit of a natural cycle. But at this point, this is time for the people to rise up, and in fact, that's what happens. So this is May. People will wake up, smell the roses or smell the shit, as we say, and then go from there. All right, wonderful. now I think I want to do Trump's, oh, I'll do that in the next one. Sorry, guys. I forgot where I was doing. Like and subscribe. I'll be back.